Welcome back to this, the third and final part of this hand removal holder jig build. And so far, we've made all the parts and it works as intended, but I want to improve the look of the tool and make it feel more premium. And to accomplish this, I'm going to attempt powder coating for the very first time. Now, although I've never had a go at powder coating before, I did go to the University of YouTube videos and I received my qualification, but the video linked in the description by Retro Restore was the one that actually really helped me out. I purchased a very similar powder coating system to the one that Martin used in that video, the Pt.3 spray powder coating gun. There's a link in the description of this video, and I was pretty excited to give it a try. Now, it arrived well packaged and came with a few accessories such as this, well, fairly useless face mask, but this manual was useful. However, manuals are for wimps. A moisture trap was also provided, but I'll be using a moisture trap that I've fitted to the line out of my compressor. Now the gun itself feels solid, there's no complaints there. And the set comes with a couple of empty containers for the powders, and these containers can be fitted directly to the gun by just screwing them in place. Now the nice thing about this gun is that it doesn't require any high voltage, or any voltage at all. I'm sure somebody can explain to me how it works in the comments below, something about electrostatic discharge. So these are the parts that I want to paint, the bridge and the base plate. They need to be spotlessly clean without any contaminants on the surfaces. And for this, I'll use some acetone that I've got lying around. Not sure if this is the best product for the job, but I suspect it won't cause any harm, except to my cutting board, which definitely does not like acetone. But at the same time, I cleaned all the other parts of my build in the ultrasonic. And now, in order to preserve the holes in the plates, I've used some heat-resistant tape in order to mask them off. And I'm using some scrap electrical copper wire to act as hanging hooks for my parts. And I found that the easiest way to protect my screw holes was to plug them with some spare set screws. I'm pretty sure that the pros use something like silicone plugs for this purpose. But yeah, apparently I'm not a pro. And so in order to make this work, we need 3 other components: the actual powder paints, an oven for curing the paint, and an air compressor. Now it doesn't need to be a very powerful air compressor, as powder coating only requires a small amount of airflow to be effective. So here's my makeshift setup. I purchased an oven specifically for this job. I definitely won't be warming up any steak and kidney pies in there, but the cardboard box that the oven came in, well, I can use that as my spray booth, and I've impaled some threaded rod through the box in order to hang my parts on. So here I have hung my 2 parts ready to receive the powder, and I've attached the negative lead from the gun to this rod. The oven is heating up. I have set the temperature to 200 degrees Celsius as required by the particular powder that I'm using, and I've set the pressure on the air compressor to approximately 7 or 10 psi. And now I can start spraying the parts with the gun, and I was quite surprised that the powder started coating the parts immediately. It's a real testament to how easy this process seems to be. I'm not sure I'm doing this right or if I'm using the correct technique, but the results so far, well, it doesn't seem that bad. But here we can observe a stupid rookie mistake. I bumped the paint with my hand, and by the way, I should have been wearing gloves, I suppose. But yes, this did make some small imperfections on the side of the job. In the moment, I didn't even realize that this had happened. So now with the parts fully coated, I can't see any of the aluminium showing through. I need to bake the parts, so I'm going to carefully transfer them to the oven. Now the powder is the powder is very unstable at this point and can easily be disturbed, but if I do make a mistake here, I can simply wash off the part and try again. But once the paint has been baked, it'll be very, very durable, and for a tool such as this, I would expect it to last a very long time. So now with all the parts in the oven, I'll start the timer, and once they get to the required temperature, according to the instructions that came with my powder, they'll need to be baked for around 20 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. And, well, that's enough time to enjoy a cuppa, surely. And already I can see the powder is turning glossy. So after 20 minutes, I turn off the oven and I open the oven door, but I'll just leave them there to cool down inside the opened oven. But once assembled, to me, it looked fantastic. And that's it for the build of this very useful tool. But, well, okay, I lied. I said that this was a 3-part video when, in actual fact, well, it's really a 4-part video. The next video to watch shows the assembly and the detailed usage of this tool. It's been published already. But this is a tool used with watch repair, and so I uploaded that video to the watch repair channel. There's a link to that video in the description below. But what did you think? Is it something that you're going to try? If so, then please feel free to use my plans as a starting point with my compliments. That's also linked in the description of this video, so you can download those. But that's it for now. I have quite a few projects planned for this channel. Now I need to make some improvements to my watchmaker's lathe, and we're going to have a go at making some watch cases on my mini lathe and mill. I have a couple of lovely vintage watch movements that were butchered for their gold cases, so I want to recase those and bring them back into service. But if you have any questions, suggestions, or advice to me, please leave a comment below, and please don't forget to like, share on social media if you can, and please do subscribe so that you don't miss any future uploads. Take care.